Hey, sport. Hey, buddy, what's wrong? What is it?
My mommy.
Come here. It's okay. I know you do. You know what? I know your mommy wants to be with you, too. It's just that, she can't be.
Why not?
Well, you see, your mommy and your daddy Julian, they can't decide who you should be with, so right now you're here with your father, but let me tell you something. If I have anything to say about it, you are gonna be back with your mommy before you know it, okay? Okay? Come here.
I checked with Antonio, and he's waiting for your mom to meet him at the hospital, so it's okay for us to be here.
Thanks. I don't know what I would do without you. You know, well, Rebecca would have had me arrested for being with little Ethan in the mansion if you hadn't come to my rescue.
Well, look, I mean, I can't let you go back to jail, Teresa. Besides, to tell you the truth, I have no more money to bail you out again, so...
I'm sorry, I just, you know, I can't believe that Ethan told Rebecca that I snuck into the mansion to spend a few minutes with my son. You know, I bet it was payback for what I said to him earlier. He's convinced you're gonna hurt me, you know, so I gave him a piece of my mind. But to get back at me at little Ethan's expense, how could he be this cruel, Fox? How could he help Rebecca take my son away from me?
How you holding up?
Oh, God, Liz, I don't know. I mean, one minute I think I know what I have to do, and then the next minute, I don't know, I'm just not so sure.
You know, Whitney, I've always found it best to get what's bothering us out into the open.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure now is the right time since my mom's not even here.
So why wait to make yourself feel better when you can unburden yourself right now? Tell your father what you've been wanting to all night. There's really no reason to wait for your mother.
What's going on?
What makes you think that anything's going on?
It's pretty obvious that you and the Simeon are planning to skip town.
Can you blame us? As if kidnapping Sheridan and stealing her baby isn't enough, you have to try and run over Gwen Winthrop because she's suspicious of you. Now look, you see, if Precious and I leave now, we can't come back and testify against you later on. Right? Precious, don't forget the gin.
Mother, you're crazy to think that I'll ever get caught.
Did you hear what the ding-dong said? I'm crazy!
Nothing! You have nothing to worry about. Everything is under control. Sheridan is locked up in a loony bin, and I'm gonna get Gwen yet, okay?
There it is again.
Oh, my God. Is that Sheridan screaming?
Increase the amount of current. Sheridan's love for Louise must be seared from her brain once and for all.
Mr. Craig, I can't up the voltage. It's too dangerous.
Don't question me, Ackland. Just do it. Sheridan doesn't deserve to be happy, to be in love. She deserves to suffer for the way she made her mother suffer an early death, and suffer she will.
What are you doing?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire
he's married to. Tell him the truth about my slut sister. Simone, what are you doing back so soon?
We thought you'd be up at Pilgrim Summit a little while longer.
That was the plan, but the ski trip turned into a total disaster. Charity Miguel broke up for good this time, and Jessica's devastated.
Well, why would Charity and Miguel's situation affect Jessica so much?
Well, it's like this. Charity decided that being good and wholesome wasn't working for her, so she tried to be just the opposite. She also decided to hit on Reese, who is now all big and buff because he's been working out. We walked in on them about to have sex, which broke Jessica's heart. It was a lot like the time that you used sex to steal Chad away from me.
Come on, you two, relax. There's no need to leave town.
Said Nero as Rome burned.
No, I'm serious. Luis thinks that I was here in bed with a fever while Gwen was licking asphalt. And as for Sheridan, the more she says that my baby is hers, the longer that padded cell is gonna be her home.
Bethy Boo, your baby is Sheridan's. And once Gwen is able, she's gonna go back to see the real Dr. Culver and tell him of her suspicions. And Culver knows that you were pregnant with a 10-pound bag of sugar because you spilled it all over his office floor. You see, he is gonna put 2 and 2 together and realize that Sheridan is not the crazy one, but you are.
You know what? You two are worrying about something that is never gonna happen. Gwen's never gonna get back to see Culver, and without her to clue him in, he can never connect me to Sheridan.
I know I'm gonna regret asking this. But if running over Gwen didn't stop her, how will you?
Well, I'm not sure yet. But trust me, both Gwen and Sheridan are as good as gone.
Mia, what's happening?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. I could swear that I just heard Sheridan screaming.
It's not Sheridan. Dr. Eklund said it was another patient. I just checked on Sheridan a little while ago. She was in her room. She was asleep.
Well, fine. Now, why don't you let Dr. Russell go in and make sure she's okay?
Luis is right. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Dr. Russell, stop. Sheridan's fine, okay?
Since when? Yeah, she looked like death warmed over last time you had me kicked out of here.
Mijo, ¿eso es verdad?
What Luis said got me a little worried, so I went and I grilled Dr. Eklund about Sheridan's treatment. He said that Sheridan is undergoing intense psychotherapy right now, and yes, he's been giving her drugs to help her calm down afterwards, but everything is going as planned. Sheridan will soon realize that her baby is dead and she can move on from there.
I'd still like to see her.
Why? I mean, you said Dr. Eklund is a top-rate psychiatrist.
Yes, he has a very good reputation, but frankly, seeing him with Alistair, I find that very troubling. And these screams that we've been hearing, it sounds like Sheridan, and if that's the case, something is terribly wrong here.
Look, Simone, I have a lot on my mind right now, so can we not rehash all the stuff with Chad, please?
You just hate being reminded that you're a slut.
Look, I know that you were hurt over Chad, and I hate that I hurt you. But guess what? I was hurt too. Chad never told me that he was married before, Simone. And now that he's finally got a divorce from LaToya, he thinks he can just come back here and pretend like nothing ever happened.
Wait. Are you saying that Chad is back here in Harmony?
Yeah, he's back, but we're not a couple right now. Look, he does want to get back together with me, but I told him that I can't make any kind of decision like that right now.
Thanks, Whitney. I love the way you keep reminding me how much he wants you.
Look, Simone, I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm trying to be honest with you. Besides, I thought you and John Hastings were seeing each other, so why does it matter to you what's going on with me and Chad?
First of all, I don't know what's up with John, or if it's even gonna last. And secondly, walking in on Charity straddling Reese up at the ski lodge, well, it just brought back all those memories of when I walked in on you and Chad making love.
Okay, look, Simone, I'm sorry. But please, I mean, can't you do what Daddy has asked of you and just, let's put all of this behind us, okay? Can't we just be sisters again like we're supposed to be?
No, Whitney. I'll never forgive you. Never.
But Simone, please, I mean, we need each other now more than ever.
Why? Whitney, what's changed?
Simone, I thought I heard you in here. Sweetheart, you back from your trip early. Why are you upset with your sister?
I want to look my best for when Ethan gets back. Fertile and beautiful. Ethan and I, we're gonna make another baby before we know it. I just wonder what's taking him so long.
I love you, Ethan.
I love you too, sport. I'm gonna make sure I do everything I can to make sure you and your mommy are back together.
I'm glad.
I got a little secret to tell you. I'm working with that lawyer that's trying to help your mommy. Giving him money and giving him tips on how he can make sure that your mommy gets to keep you. And I'm not gonna rest until you're back with her. No matter what she thinks of me.
You're a liar, Ethan. You promised you wouldn't tell. Don't look at me, man. I'm a mess.
Yeah, but you're a beautiful mess. Right?
I just can't believe I slapped Ethan like that, you know?
Well, look, you were mad at him for ratting you out to Rebecca, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but to, you know, get that upset.
Well, look, Teresa, you loved him. And he betrayed you. Okay, and tonight wasn't the first time. Tonight, all Ethan did was add insult to injury. It's pretty big in my book.
I know. It's just that I'm over Ethan. And he's over me. We washed our hands of each other, you know? It's just, you wouldn't know it the way he launched into me earlier. You know, he said that I moved on to you to spite him. That the only reason I'm with you is to make him jealous because I'm still in love with him. God, what if I am, you know? What if I am still in love with Ethan?
You are my passion for life.
Hi. I'm a close friend of Antonio Lopez Fitzgerald. Yeah. I was just calling to see how his wife Sheridan is doing. Still under lock and key, huh? Oh, the doctor doesn't know when she'll be well enough to go home. Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Just one more question. How's Gwen Winthrop doing? She was released and went home. Okay, oh, no, that's good to know. I was really worried about her.
She was worried she still isn't roadkill yet. Look at her, precious. Look at her. She looks like an evil Lucy Ricardo still hatching up a new horrible plan. I know that look, Beth. What are you gonna do to poor Gwen?
Let's just say that Gwen's dead daughter won't be alone at the cemetery much longer.
I don't know about you, precious. I could use a fresh diaper.
I didn't come back here to fight you over Sheridan, Antonio. I just want to make sure that she's okay. I just want Dr. Russell to see her. But even Julian here thinks that she's in danger.
Antonio, mijo, what harm can it do for Eve to see Sheridan?
Look, I know Sheridan was in rough shape before, but Dr. Ackland said that she's going through some intense therapy right now. And think about it. Do you really think Alistair would approve of some kind of therapy that was going to hurt his own daughter?
Yeah, I do.
Alistair.
Where's Sheridan? What are you doing to her?
Luis, you seem to forget I don't owe you an explanation for anything. Sheridan's my daughter, Antonio's wife. You have no legal standing in her life whatsoever. Now, I suggest you leave before Antonio's forced to have you thrown out of here yet again.
Well, Antonia wants the same thing that I want for her. I just want her to be okay.
Sheridan is getting the best care possible. Dr. Ackland's an eminent psychiatrist, isn't he, Dr. Russell?
He has a very good reputation, but
As do you, my dear. So unless there's something in Dr. Ackland's past, drug or alcohol abuse that no one but you knows about, I don't see the need to question his treatment, do you?
Father, a word, I insist.
Why, of course. If you'll excuse us.
Luis is right. What's really going on with Sheridan?
Everyone knows your sister's in deep psychological trouble, hallucinating that Beth Wallace's child is hers. We must do everything in our power to make sure Sheridan recovers before it's too late.
Oh, cut the crap, old man. You've hated Sheridan from the moment she was born. You've blamed her for Mother's death, and it was never her fault.
You shut up! You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. And so did Mother. That's why she made me promise to always look out for Sheridan, to protect her against you. By God, it's time I kept that promise. I want to see Sheridan, and I want to see her now.
Where is that other book? I must have left it in the car. Oh, I'll go get it after I check and see what is taking Ethan so long.
Look at all these cars. This is like a high-end dealership. Wait, this is Gwen's car. I recognize it from Dr. Culver's office just before her little accident. Decisions. Okay. Should do it. Just before it does in Gwen the next time she drives.
Little Ethan, come here. Come here. Oh, our wish came true. That wonderful Judge Riley ruled against Julian and Rebecca. We can be together again. Ethan, I won. I was awarded permanent custody of my son.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, too.
You know, you don't have to be modest. See, well, Woody told me that you hired him to take my case and that you were working behind the scenes. You were doing this research and you were offering him advice on how to beat the Crane legal machine.
Yeah, well, I couldn't stand to see you and your son kept apart.
Can you forgive me for ever doubting you?
Of course I can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ethan, where were you just now? What are you thinking about?
really sorry for asking you this. But do you think that I'm still in love with Ethan?
No. Teresa, no. I don't think you still have a thing for my half-brother. Okay? I think that you're just like me. I think that you're trying to move on with your life, but look, you can't expect yourself to turn your feelings off overnight, okay? You loved Ethan for a really long time. And before that, you idolized him as the man of your dreams. You built an entire fantasy life involving the two of you. And you went to the mat more than once trying to defend it. But, see, the thing is, Teresa, a fantasy is, well, it's just that. It's a fantasy. Okay, and Ethan's back with Gwen now. And unless the guy still has feelings for you, there's nothing that's gonna change that.
No. He doesn't love me anymore. He blames me for Gwen losing Sarah. And, well, he wants to be with Gwen. You know, to have a baby or 2 or 3.
Does that bother you?
No. I was just thinking that I'm cursed when it comes to men.
Oh, come on.
Your dad thinks I'm pure poison. I think, maybe you would be better off without me. You know? Maybe you should go back to that other girl that you were in love with. You know, your mystery woman.
No, Teresa, no. I need to stay out of her life and let her find her own happiness.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm positive I belong here with you, okay?
Do you really think that we have a chance to be happy together? And I'm not asking this to pressure you. It's just, I don't think I can handle another major disappointment in my life. So, you know, before you answer, could you look inside your heart, make sure that we have a chance, and then tell me that I'm the woman that you want to be with? But only if you're sure.
Chad's back in town, and he still wants Whitney.
Yes, sweetheart, I know.
It's just like last time. Whitney throwing Chad all in my face.
No, I didn't throw Chad in your face.
Making me feel like I am second best, second rate, and foolish. Foolish for even trusting my slut sister.
Simone, please, calm down, okay? Now, I know it's very upsetting to be reminded what Chad did to you and how he hurt you by being with Whitney. But you shouldn't let some punk come between you and your sister. No man is worth that.
You're wrong, TC. You're worth it.
Now, why don't you just come into the kitchen and let your old man make you some hot chocolate, okay?
Thanks, Daddy. I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Oh, TC. Chad will be the least of your problems once Whitney tells you all about Eve and Julian.
Sheridan? Sheridan. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry for the pain that I have been causing you. I do not want to be doing this to you. I really don't, but your father is making me do this. He's blackmailing me. He's even threatened my family. So, if you can just give me the answer that I need to satisfy him, I can stop. I can spare you any more pain. So listen to me now. Just tell me. Who do you love? Your husband Antonio or Luis? Sheridan, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. Just tell me. Just tell me who you love. Antonio or Luis?
I'm sorry, Dr. Russell, but Dr. Ackland refuses to see you.
What?
He said he's at a sensitive point in Sheridan's treatment and can't be disturbed.
Are you hearing this? Huh? All Dr. Russell wants to do is talk to Ackland, just to make sure that she's okay, and he won't see her. Why? Because Ackland is hiding something, and he doesn't want us to find out what the hell it is.
Oh, come on, Luis. That's just your take on the situation. Maybe Dr. Ackland's doing his job by putting Sheridan first, instead of getting sidetracked by a bunch of outsiders with their own agendas.
Oh, so you think that I'm using Dr. Russell to get to Sheridan?
You broke every rule in the book already, Luis. Why should I believe you now?
Antonio, mijo, you are letting your anger towards Luis affect your judgment towards Sheridan's well-being. Now, insist that Dr. Russell see Sheridan, set everyone's mind at ease, mine included.
All right. Answer me one question, though, first.
Of course, mijo, anything.
Who do you think Sheridan should be with? Me or Luis?
That is something for Sheridan to decide.
I know that, but you have to have an opinion one way or another. So who do you think she should be with?
Oh, God, forgive me. Luis.
My own family's turned against me.
That's not true.
Of course not.
The only person that believes in Sheridan and my love is Alistair.
Get a grip, Julian. You act like a sniveling woman, not a Crane man. We do whatever's necessary to preserve our family and its destiny.
Does that include torturing Sheridan? No, Father. I won't allow you to hurt my sister again.
Oh, you won't allow it, my.
You heard me. I have kowtowed to you my whole life, but no more. I let you destroy my happiness. I helped you cheat Sheridan out of hers with Luis, but never again. I found a backbone, Father. I'm drawing a line in the sand here and now. I forbid you to cause my sister any more harm.
Poor Julian. You've confused having a spine with having a temper tantrum.
I found my strength in love.
Love for Eve Russell?
Yes.
Ah.
I love Eve. I always have, and I always will.
Damn it, Julian. I told you not to get involved with that whore again.
Oh, she is not a whore, and she never was. She's a good woman who loved me in spite of myself.
I'll cue the violins.
Eve reminded me of the kind of man I can be if I try hard enough. A man that keeps the promise he made to his mother just before she died. I promised that I would always look after Sheridan and protect her from you. And damn it, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Teresa, I really do think that we have a future together, and that giving our relationship a go is the first step in getting there.
You mean it?
Yes, yes, of course I mean it. I mean, just as long as you're remembering, though, that I am coming off this love that I had for my mystery woman. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I loved her completely, in heart and soul, and I thought she was the one, you know. I'm sorry, look, I'm telling you this because I want to be honest with you about everything, okay?
I understand.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Because I don't want there to be any secrets between us that can come back and haunt us, okay?
You and me both. It's, well, you know I loved Ethan the same way you loved your mystery woman. I thought that he was my one and only too, but he wasn't. He's in my past, just like your mystery woman's in yours. You know, for the longest time, I couldn't wait to find out who she was, but now I don't even want to know her name. Maybe because she's behind you, like Ethan's behind me.
Are you sure you're over Ethan? I mean, you did love him a lot longer than I love my mystery woman, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, after the way he abandoned me and my son. Definitely over Ethan. Then I'm ready to move on with you.
And I'm ready to move on with you. More than ready. Come here.
I finally got little Ethan to sleep. I must have dozed off myself.
Well, as long as you weren't thinking about Teresa and how horrible she has been to you.
Honey, why don't you go back to bed? And I'll meet you back in there in a minute.
Don't rush. I forgot something that I left down in the car, and I was on my way to go get it when I came in here and checked on you. So I'll just meet you back in the bedroom in a few minutes, okay?
Oh, wait, I'll go get whatever it is you want.
Oh, that's okay, honey. Thank you for offering, but I would rather you stay here and practice being the wonderful daddy I know you're going to be.
Thank you. See you. Your mommy must never know that I've been the one trying to help her all this time. Sleep tight. I'll be close by if you need me. And with any luck, you'll be back with your mommy before you know it.
Someone's coming.
Oh, it's not usually this cold in here. Hello? Someone there?
Oh, I can't run. There's no place to hide. How am I gonna keep Gwen from seeing me? If at first you don't succeed.
Between Simone, Chad, and my mom, you know, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Whitney, you can't control how Simone and Chad feel about you. But you can take charge of your feelings. Unburden yourself to your father. Tell him whatever you think he needs to know about your mother.
No, I can't upset Simone anymore right now by telling Daddy what I have to tell him.
But
I
you
just
can't go on like this either. If you keep this inside of you, it'll destroy you. Now, I can keep Simone busy if you like, but you need to go tell your father what's bothering you right now.
I'm sorry that Luis dragged you down here, Dr. Russell. It's obvious that he was only trying to use you to get to Sheridan. And he's got Mama cheering him on like I'm the enemy.
That is not true, Antonio.
Yes, it is. My own family is against me. Alistair's the only one that thinks I belong with Sheridan, my wife.
Please just put your anger towards me and Luis aside for just 1 second and let Eve see Sheridan and make sure she's all right.
No! You all have been playing me for the fool ever since I came back to Harmony, but not anymore. I'm gonna do what's best for Sheridan, my wife. And that means not letting Dr. Russell or anyone else interfere with her therapy.
Well, whatever Ackland is doing to her isn't helping Sheridan. It's hurting her, Antonio.
Don't you ever say Eve's name in the same breath as your mother's again.
hit a nerve, did I, Father?
I'm warning you, Julian. Your mother, Catherine, was a saint. A saint. Whereas Eve Russell is nothing but a low-class, lying, drug-addicted slut. Oh. You've made a lot of mistakes in your life, Julian. But that was your biggest one yet. And I'll see that you pay for it the rest of your miserable life.
Sheridan. Sheridan, please, please, reconsider your answer. I don't want to keep doing this to you. Tell me, who do you love? Antonio or Luis? Sorry, Sheridan. Wrong answer.
Your son didn't die in the hospital.
You know where he is?
Exactly where he is.
You're as beautiful now as you were back then.
What the hell is that? What are they doing to Sheridan?
4 years ago, he gave up everything for one true love.
Who are you?
And he never stopped believing he'd win her heart.
Life is divided into two parts, what is and what should be.
And what should be. Final episode of Ed, tonight on NBC.